Okay, this is super easy. We're just gonna start out making our homemade whole wheat tortillas. It's only got 4 ingredients: flour, oil, salt, and water. So I have just freshly ground some organic whole wheat. So that's gonna take, it's gonna take 4 cups of organic whole wheat. Add some salt. I'm gonna use some Redmond's real salt, just 1 teaspoon. Got half a cup of olive oil. Then we're gonna do 1 1/3 cup of warm water. This is pretty soft dough. It can be a little sticky, so I think it's easier to work with after it's rested for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I am just going to cover this up and rest it to 15 to 20 minutes. And then all we have to do is put it in little balls and roll it out and cook it. Okay, so our dough has rested up and it is easy to handle now. You can see it's soft, but it is not like sticking to me. So I'm gonna just take a piece off. We're gonna ball it up. I like my tortillas a little big, so these might be a little bigger than you guys have. And then I just kind of make it into a disc. I have sprayed my hands and my silpat down here with a little bit of cooking spray, as well as my rolling pin. So I prefer that to doing something floured up. It just seems to give the integrity of the tortillas and keeps them nice and soft. So then you're just rolling them out. I don't pay too much attention to the roundness, and they generally end up kind of funky shaped and have holes, but I'm okay with that for a homemade tortilla. So the next thing you need is a screaming hot pan. I have this one on high here, and then we're just gonna cook it. We don't want any oils or anything actually in the pan. We want a dry pan. As long as it's hot, it's gonna cook this just fine. Go straight into the pan. Bubble up, that's giving us a sign that it is probably time to flip it, and see how nothing was sticking at all. This is gonna cook just for another little bit on this side and it'll be done. Now this recipe took me about 20 minutes to make, and I ended up with a dozen pretty much almost plate size tortillas. This can be easily halved if you don't need that many. I was planning on using them for some lunches and our big taco night dinner, so it works perfectly for us. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ways to serve these tortillas. Into a beautiful wrap. And that is amazing.